After supper, Jesus led his weary disciples to a garden called Gethsemane. There he asked them to keep watch for him while he prayed. In terrible agony of spirit, Jesus cried out, "Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." But when he turned to his friends, he found they had all fallen asleep. "Get up," he urged them, "for my betrayer has arrived." Then Judas entered the garden and greeted Jesus with a kiss. The soldiers then recognized him and seized him and placed him under arrest. In that moment, everything changed for the disciples, for they had once been proud to be seen as their master's closest friends. But now in that terrible hour of testing, one had betrayed him, and the others had all deserted him in confusion and shame. Even Peter, the brash, outspoken fisherman, who had promised undying loyalty, lost his courage. For while Jesus was being beaten and abused, Peter was hiding in the shadows, hoping not to be recognized. In the hours that followed, Jesus was repeatedly questioned by Pontius Pilate and King Herod. Both of them found his quiet demeanor strangely disturbing, but neither of them wanted to take responsibility for sending him to his death. So Pilate offered the angry mob a choice. He would release to them either Jesus or a murderer named Barabbas. But the crowd chose Barabbas. "And what of Jesus, the one you call Christ?" Pilate asked. "Crucify him," they cried. "Nail him to a cross." Then Pilate had Jesus flogged by his soldiers. They stripped him and placed a scarlet robe on his bleeding back and pressed a crown made of thorns onto his head. They laughed and spit upon him, saying, "Hail to you, King of the Jews." But when he showed no fear, they became enraged and beat him all the more savagely. But there was one thing the soldiers could not see that awful day. Through that whole violent ordeal, through the mocking and the beating and the cruel injustice, someone else was there. Someone else was there, hearing the cry of our Savior's heart and feeling his agony.
From high in heaven, holy eyes were watching the brutal scene now acted out below. The mob that mocked and beat our sinless Savior and wrapped him in a scarlet robe.
God saw their angry faces as they cursed him and placed a crown of thorns upon his head. And as he watched the wretched ones who hurt him, these silent words the Father said, "This is my Son, whose flesh you've torn. This is my Son you crowned with thorns, my
precious child you tortured and abused. Though I could save him from his shame, though I could rescue him from pain, I choose to let him die for you. God saw them put the cross upon his shoulders and lead him through the cruel and crowded streets.
And as his son climbed up a hill before him, all heaven heard these words repeat. Don't you know?
This is my son.
Don't you see? Don't you care?
This is my son you crowned with thorns, my precious child you tortured and abused. Though I could save him from his shame, though I could rescue him from pain, I choose to let him die for you. Don't you know this is my body and blood?